It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC West foes. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense, and, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. That goes out wide to Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Let's go get it now. I got you, baby.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 39, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Carr now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 8.
Carr now to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Nick Bonito.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Carr.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Nick Bonito.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
after the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Max Crosby, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves.
The Raiders swarm in and block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Wilson to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It's all like Broncos. Come on now. It's all like Broncos. They can't beat us straight up.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This is your game, baby. We got to be big time now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Judy, 39 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Judy. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing now is Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it looks like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But when one person does it and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw his Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise on the face there. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Shotgun now for Carr. A dump off here to Bolden. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Second and 8 coming up. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now it's Bolden to about the 26 here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Here's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Russell Wilson, the Bronco offense heading out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down.
Let's go. That's right. Time to go to work. Me and you, baby. Me and you. He's supposed to catch that anyway. That's up.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go now. Let's go, fellas. Playmaker, step up.
Throwing is Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
We got to be big time now. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's go to work. They can't reach straight up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Murray. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's showtime, baby.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Carr now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Carr to throw again.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Carr.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Get him going, baby. It's one play at a time, baby.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
All right, go get him now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this, man.
On 1st down, Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Guys ready to get it on right now.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Carlson able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's do what we do. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's ride up.
Jacobs going to try the middle. stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Get something together.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now Carr. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bonito getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Don't stop that motor. Wait for nobody else.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Broncos send out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Here's Renfro to return.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Again, Wilson being chased out left. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
The kick by McManus is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now here come the Raiders. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete to Hollins. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Raiders! Mac Hollins, 81 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling me that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Carr will look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver's offense now set to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Play action. It's Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gordon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Wilson. That's caught at the 1. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Murray. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Strong running from Melvin Gordon as he scores from a yard out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr going to throw. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He hits Adams, complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Come on, let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's ride, dog. Let's be perfect. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. Every week, every week.
The offense on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? To throw again is Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got a man. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders have recovered. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Let's do our thing.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Nothing's free. This is your game, baby. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, baby. Go get him now.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's running 11 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. I got you, baby. This is your game, baby. It's all right, let's turn it up.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Now they go screen, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go get it now. Let's focus.
2nd and 9.
Now Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Wilson on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time it's 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos!
Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
The Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 16. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
It's one play at a time, baby.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. This will be caught. Judy. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Let's go, man. Whatever it takes. Kick off.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 12. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
On first down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Wilson.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Come on, let's go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This is where you step up. Right here, baby. Let's go, y'all.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's do this, man. I got you, baby. Let's go.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my second or third day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked in this one.